I was sitting down with friends of the room, our guy, unified heavyweight champ of the world, AJ, Anthony Joshua.
What's up, Sam?
Good. You?
Good to see you, man. It's been a long time since we sat down in person. Last time, I believe it was before, on the Big Baby Miller tour, we sat down, gave you some Timbs. A lot has happened since then.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
a lot. First off, I want to get into, before I even get into USYK, this new deal, the loyalty that you've shown to Matchroom with a lifetime deal. What is it? You've been around other promoters. What is it about Eddie that separates him? What would you think if you had to pinpoint one thing from other promoters?
Pinpoint one thing. It's hard to pinpoint one thing, but
Right.
I always go back to integrity, which means a lot in this boxing business, because I looked at a lot of the history of boxing, and a lot of boxers have been so talented, but unfortunately they haven't been managed properly. So when I was looking for that kind of raw deal to start with, it was fighters, I feel like, always have something that they start off with. Like, what's their principle? I want to be heavyweight champion of the world. Right. I want to be undisputed. I want to make sure that I get prize money so I can look after my family. Right. One of my principles, one of them amongst many, was to make sure I don't get messed around as a fighter. So when I went to Eddie and I looked around, he had a track record of dealing with fighters properly, doing good business, a partnership as well. So even though we do lifetime contracts and stuff like that, there's still a good partnership. Right. I never wanted to be owned by anyone. I wanted to always be in business with people. And Eddie and his family have always been open to my ideas. And it's a great partnership. So for me, loyalty is good when loyalty is paid back as well. So you can't be a fool as well. So you have to kind of reciprocate that loyalty as well. And they've been really loyal to me. So I'm happy.
Absolutely. I wasn't going to ask this, but he mentioned Big Baby Miller. Now, did you see Canelo push CANELO-PLANT?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind? Because it was the same scenario. He had his hands behind his back just like you with Big Baby Miller, but you didn't react like that. So what went through your mind when you saw that?
When Canelo pushed him?
Yeah.
And then I was thinking when Big Baby Miller pushed me?
Yeah.
I was looking to get him in the ring.
Right.
I was just waiting to get him in the ring, really. Rob's always told me that if you do certain things, you get like the board fine you. You get big fines, and I'm not trying to lose no cash. I'm already paying big sanction fees. So that's what he's always taught me. So like he said, listen, at press conferences, hold yourself together, because there's the streets and then there's also the commercial side of boxing as well. So he's always warned me about this. So when I saw it, but sometimes Caleb was walking back like he's gonna do something, which he did. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Canelo was ready.
Yeah, so for me, you push me, pushing and shoving. We're gonna fight anyway, bro. We're gonna fight.
So is that why we don't see Femi and we see Anthony? Because
they're all the same person.
It's a respectful.
They're all the same person.
Well, you know how people always criticize you. They always criticize you. Say, oh, it's fake. It's not real.
I don't know what they want from me.
I know.
I'm too big. I'm too skinny. I don't fight good opponents. I do. This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
For me, I can just be myself. Like, there's no. Listen, people. There is no script on autoplay in front of me. This is me speaking from my heart and my head. So. Yeah, big Femi, big AJ. I'm just me. I do right things, I do wrong things. So what? I live life at the end of the day, and life comes and goes. And
all right, so let's say some of the wrong things. Go ahead.
Yeah,
name some of the wrong things. I'm joking, bro. Damn.
Yeah, there is. But that's when we're younger, we make mistakes, and that's what shapes us today. Mistakes are not bad.
You've been shaped, like you mentioned Canelo. Canelo, after the loss of Floyd, he's evolved, right? You took a step back, but then we saw another version of AJ against Ruiz the second time around. So you're not the same person you was a couple years ago. If this version of AJ could go in that locker room on June 1st in 2019 to talk to that AJ before he walked out with Ruiz, what would you say to him?
That's kind of saying, that's like me making an excuse. And I said to my team, I was like, sometimes I wish I do kind of open my mouth and say, this is where it went wrong, this is where I have my issues, because I feel like when you do that, it gives people reasoning as to why you lost. But
yeah, the hell with the people. I want to know, what would you say to that guy?
What would I say? Oh, man. Not don't fight, because look, for me, it's a fight at the end of the day. One day we're not going to be here on this earth. So these are the best days of my life. I'll always fight. So what would I say is nothing. Just go through it, because through my mistake, I've learned. I've become a better man.
Well, he doesn't know he's going to lose, so you might say, don't worry, it's going to be all right.
You see what I'm saying? But even what I said, like, even everybody loses in boxing, yeah? From the people that are starting.
Floyd!
Everybody loses, yeah? Some people get good decisions.
Nah, you're right.
But when you're the face, for example, one of the faces of boxing, our losses are deemed as bigger than everyone else's.
Yeah.
So there's kids that have fought on Saturday, for example, PBC, Fox, whatever they're fighting on in America, and they lost, and they can kind of go on their business and carry on training. Now, when AJ loses, is he the same fighter as he used to be? Is he gonna? And it's like it's just silly. It's at the end of the day, I took it out and we bounced back. That's it. Just like the rest of the world, everyone fails at something. But what someone told me, failure or failing or fail just means first attempt in learning. You fail, it's your first attempt in learning, and you try again. So when you're in the position like top level, when you lose, it's like they kind of stick this to your name. But at the end of the day, when you look across boxing, everyone's taking a loss and bounce.
That's good stuff, bro. All right, what do you think about USYK, man? Is he like as big a threat as somebody like a Klitschko?
All threats. All of them are threats in boxing. Sparring partners, promoters, everything in boxing is a blessing and a threat. So, yeah, man. At the end of the day, I'm just in there to have fun, do my job, and give it my best. And what happens, bro. Like, my life.
So if that's the case, why did you say recently, you said, if I don't get this win?
I know, and I was thinking, why do I say that
that
rubbish? Because it's just nonsense. I'm in front of a camera. I've got to say something.
Yeah. But you came back from one already.
Exactly. Deep in my heart, I understand, you know, nobody makes it out here alive. So while I'm here, trust me, I'll go hard.
Right.
You know, I think about this nostalgic picture that you took, right? Because we know you represent the UK hard body, like you're a Brit, right? But there's another country, Nigeria, that's behind you. I look at that picture and think of Ali with you and all the people behind you.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know the picture I'm talking about? Real nostalgic. It's powerful, that picture. Do you feel some sense of responsibility to fight for them too? Like, you feel that?
100%.
The
world is a big place. Right. And with like air travel, Zoom calls, social media, it's actually made it smaller. So, you know, everyone in that stadium is going to be from all different parts of the world. I know people flying in from different parts, even Nigeria, that fly in to watch my fight. So 100%, I rep Nigeria, hard body through and through. Same with the Brit. And I rep the world at the end of the day. Like, I was actually writing something out, a caption, but I thought I can't be bothered. But I was looking at my team. We got Spain, Malta, Afghanistan, Ghana, Jamaica, Nigeria, Croatia, Germany. We got every country in. So we're citizens of the world. My passport is not defining me to one place. You know, just because it's a British passport, I'm a citizen of the world. I'm at home wherever I go.
Your birthday is coming up in a few weeks,
October 15th.
October, so it'd be nice to celebrate with a win. What does Anthony Joshua do to celebrate his birthday? Like, what do you do?
That's part of the wrong thing. That's part of the wrong thing.
He doesn't have to pay for anything.
Do you know what? I'm normally in training camp. I'm normally in training camp.
On your birthday?
Normally, but not this one. So probably we got like a house where we can go to and chill.
Jamaica, maybe. You like
Jamaica? UK. I'll probably be in the UK, local. Get all my friends from where I grew up, all my friends from where I moved to when I started boxing, and my family, DJs, food, and just kind of have a get together, providing it goes with the British laws of COVID. You know, it is COVID stuff. It's still real though. That COVID stuff.
Everybody's gonna walk to the house with the mask on.
But that's it. Party, have fun, and then get back to training. It's another year that I'm alive. It's a blessing. Like birthdays, right? As you get older, you tend not to really, you know, it's another day. But it's deep. It's the day you were brought into this world. Like, you know, 32 years ago. I was born, so yeah, I gotta celebrate that.
Every time I see you, you're in Under Armour, you're driving Range Rovers, you have so many sponsorships. Honestly, what do you pay for? What, besides your home, what do you have to actually pay for?
My time. My time.
So you don't pay for nothing, in other words. You don't pay for nothing.
But it all comes out.
When the last time you took out some cash and paid for something?
It all comes in.
Damn, bro.
Let me tell you why. I live a simple life. All my friends are like, bro,
simple still costs money, bro.
They say, why are you living like this? Because I don't really want for much. I don't actually want for much. Trust me, getting things for free is a blessing. I remember when I left the Olympics, and I had my past, right? I had like some issues when I kind of left school and stuff like that. That kind of got me into boxing. And when I was trying to get sponsorships and stuff, nobody was interested in me. Nobody was interested in me. And I was really hustling hard to try and get endorsements and stuff. But everyone was getting free cars. I had to go and buy my Audi. I had to buy a Ford. I bought a Mercedes. You know, that's why I was still probably hustling at the time. Nobody's looking after me.
Right.
So then I flipped the script and I understood, you know, I researched boxing, I researched the power of PR, I researched the marketplace, 2008, the financial crisis, the Olympics, nobody was really interested in
You became
boxing.
a smart businessman.
I became, yeah, because I needed to really make sure I conquered a professional division, because as an amateur, you have the door to go through as a professional. As a professional, you have the door to go through retirement.
Yes. Speaking of that, look, one time you told us a good thing about the money is that it secures your family and your next generation. It makes it easier for them. If you get past USYK, and I know you don't like looking past guys, we know you want Fury. After Fury, beating Fury, you've made a ton of money. What's left for AJ? How long do you want to continue to do this?
It's more of a time.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it as like, it's whatever happens in that period of time.
Got it.
So I've always looked at my career of Olympic cycles. You know, I saw Sugar Ray Leonard was always saying is that, like, if you win the Olympics in 2020, by 2024 you should be fighting for a world championship belt. It's the Olympic cycle.
You did that.
Yeah, so I made sure that when I come out of the Olympics, within that Olympic cycle, I want to make sure that I conquer the pros.
You did it the fastest. I posted that the other day, from when you started, basically.
Even from the amateurs.
Yeah, from when you started to...
George Foreman done it in 18 months. He walked in the gym.
Okay.
18 months later, he became an Olympic gold medalist. So when I study boxing, I look and I say, we're all going through the same journey. Right. All of us have had it fast. We've had tough fights. We've had losses. So where I come from with a lot of what I say is, it's just a blessing with it. We're all actually walking the same journey. I was watching some old school boxing today. I can't remember what the guy's name was. But they had the heavy bag with the, you know, they had the arms coming out the side. Like all that stuff where people bam, they roll. To us it looks new, like, oh, I need that heavy bag. But they had that in the 50s. So it's all the same. I'm just another heavyweight champion that's fighting a cruiserweight, that's got some skills, that people say he's going to beat me, people say I'm going to beat him, we're going to fight Saturday, and then we're going to wake up Sunday and we'll still be champion.
Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing's new under the sun.
Last question. You know you always give us a prediction.
Yeah?
Come on,
please. Give us a round.
Look, I prayed, I've trained diligently through my extensive experience. You know, I've had to fight good fighters in order to learn, which sometimes I feel like they're tough, but at the end of the day, it's really brought me a long way. And what I'm trying to say this is, I can't predict. It'll be silly of me. But I will do everything I can to make sure it's a defining performance.
On that note, good luck. We can't wait to see it,
Respect
brother.
my guys.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the UK.
Thank you, baby.
It's hot in here.
He's just nervous, that's all. I'm not sweating.
I'm trying to make weight. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get down. Trying to lose weight and all that rubbish.